The global stage is shifting, and the balance of power is being redefined before our eyes. In a world marked by uncertainty and rapid change, new alliances are emerging, and old ones are being tested like never before. At the heart of this transformation stands BRICS, a coalition that has evolved from a simple economic grouping into a central player in global affairs, capturing the attention of nations everywhere. Once just an economic acronym, BRICS has become a powerful geopolitical force, challenging the dominance of Western-led institutions. Its members are no longer content to play supporting roles, they are actively shaping the rules of the game. With its recent expansion, BRICS now represents nearly half the world's population, and a major share of global economic output. The group's influence is felt in everything from trade and technology to energy and security. This coalition is building an alternative to the post-Cold War order, giving a voice to billions who have felt sidelined. For many developing nations, BRICS offers hope for a more inclusive and equitable global system. The group's influence now stretches from São Paulo to Shanghai, and even to Ankara, as Turkey eyes membership. The possibility of new members joining signals that BRICS is not just a closed club, but a growing movement. Turkey's pivot from the EU to BRICS signals a dramatic realignment in global alliances. This shift reflects a broader trend. Countries are seeking new partnerships that better reflect their interests and aspirations. The implications are profound, forcing a rethink of old certainties in geopolitics. As alliances shift, so too does the global order, creating both opportunities and challenges for every nation. BRICS is not just about economics, it's about rewriting the rules of global power. The group is pushing for reforms in international institutions, demanding a seat at the table where decisions are made. As we enter 2026, the world is watching BRICS reshape the future. The choices made now will echo for decades, influencing everything from global trade to climate policy. This story is about ambition, rivalry, and the quest for strategic autonomy. It's a contest of ideas, resources, and influence, playing out on a truly global scale. We'll explore the alliance's history, its expansion, and its growing impact on the world. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a global heavyweight, BRICS has come a long way, and its journey is far from over. The rise of BRICS is a story you can't afford to ignore. The stakes are high, the players are bold, and the outcome could redefine the world as we know it. Let's dive in. The story of BRICS begins in 2001, when the term BRIC was first introduced by a Goldman Sachs economist. It was a bold idea, grouping together Brazil, Russia, India, and China as the world's most promising emerging economies. At the time, these countries were seen as the future engines of global growth with vast populations, abundant resources, and rapidly expanding markets. The financial world took notice, and the term quickly gained traction in investment circles and international media. Yet, in those early years, BRIC was just a convenient label. There was no formal alliance, no shared strategy, and no coordinated action. The countries themselves had little direct interaction as a group, and the idea of a political or economic bloc seemed distant. But as the decade progressed, the leaders of these nations recognized their growing influence and the potential benefits of working together. In 2009, they took a historic step by holding their first summit in Yekaterinburg, Russia, marking the birth of BRIC as a real-world partnership. The following year, South Africa was invited to join, transforming BRIC into BRICS. This expansion brought the African continent into the fold, giving the group a truly global reach and a stronger voice for the global south. As BRICS matured, it moved beyond dialogue and symbolism. The group established its own institutions, most notably the new Development Bank and the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, designed to provide financial support and development funding outside the traditional Western-led systems, like the IMF and World Bank. Today, BRICS addresses a wide range of global challenges, from economic development and security to climate change and public health. The member countries meet annually at summits, deepening their cooperation and seeking common ground on major international issues. What began as a simple financial concept has evolved into a powerful coalition, shaping debates on global governance and offering an alternative vision to the established world order. BRICS now serves as a vital platform for emerging powers to assert their interests, foster mutual development, and influence the direction of a rapidly changing world. The evolution of BRICS reflects a shared ambition, not just to participate in the global system, but to help shape its future, ensuring their voices are heard on the world stage. The 2022 Ibuan Tanisamber Dodos 24 Fan Kazan summit marked BRICS' biggest expansion yet. Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE joined, bringing new energy resources and strategic weight. In 2025, Indonesia, Southeast Asia's largest economy, became the 10th member. The bloc now spans Africa, the Middle East, Asia, and South America, representing 45% of the world's population and over a third of global GDP. This diversity is a strength, but it also brings new challenges and competing interests. For some, like Iran, BRICS offers a way to counter Western sanctions. For others, it's a strategic hedge. The expanded BRICS Plus wields major influence in global trade, finance, and energy. Its decisions now have worldwide consequences. The Kazan expansion is just the beginning of a new era. Turkey's official bid to join BRICS in 2025 is a geopolitical game-changer. Frustrated by stalled EU talks, Turkey is seeking new alliances to boost its strategic autonomy. President Erdogan's government is balancing East and West, and BRICS membership is the next logical step. While Turkey hasn't received an invitation yet, its move signals shifting allegiances in Europe and NATO. Russia and China may welcome Turkey, but India and others are cautious. If accepted, Turkey's $900 billion economy would further strengthen BRICS and challenge Western influence. The bid raises tough questions for NATO and the EU about their future relevance. Turkey's gamble reflects the deep changes underway in global power structures. The outcome could redefine alliances for years to come. While Turkey seeks full BRICS membership, Sweden's engagement is more subtle. In 2025, Swedish news portal Newsvoice joined the TV BRICS International Media Network. This isn't a political or economic alliance, just a media partnership. TV BRICS aims to offer alternative perspectives and expand its reach into the West. Newsvoice's CEO says the partnership will help Swedes understand the BRICS viewpoint. It's a sign that European civil society is curious about BRICS, even if governments remain cautious. This is soft power in action, not a shift in Swedish foreign policy. The narrative of Europe moving toward BRICS is more nuanced than headlines suggest. Media partnerships show how BRICS is influencing global discourse, one story at a time. The numbers behind BRICS expansion are staggering. The bloc now represents 45% of the world's population and over 35% of global GDP, PPP, surpassing the G7. BRICS controls over 30% of global oil production, giving it major leverage in energy markets. Its economic growth is outpacing the West, shifting the center of gravity eastward and southward. Institutions like the New Development Bank and Contingent Reserve Arrangement offer alternatives to the IMF and World Bank. BRICS is pushing for de-dollarization and a more multipolar financial system. The alliance is determined to write its own economic rules. Its rise is reshaping global trade, finance, and resource politics. BRICS expansion is about more than economics. It's a bold move to reshape the global order and challenge the dominance of the US and its Western allies. As the world becomes increasingly multipolar, BRICS is positioning itself as a force that can offer an alternative vision for international cooperation and development. This isn't just about trade or investment, it's about rewriting the rules of global influence and power. For Russia and Iran, BRICS is a crucial diplomatic tool. It allows them to resist Western sanctions, find new economic partners, and build alliances that can help them weather international pressure. By working together within BRICS, these countries hope to create a buffer against isolation and to amplify their voices on the world stage, making it harder for the West to act unilaterally. China, meanwhile, sees BRICS as a platform to expand its global influence and promote its own development model. For India, the group is a way to assert its independence and strategic autonomy, ensuring it isn't overshadowed by either China or the West. Both countries use BRICS to pursue their own interests, but their rivalry also shapes the group's internal dynamics. Brazil and South Africa, on the other hand, are pushing for reform of global institutions rather than outright revolution. They want a fairer system that gives emerging economies a bigger voice, but they're cautious about provoking direct confrontation with the West. Their approach is more about negotiation and gradual change than about breaking away entirely. The diversity within BRICS is both its strength and its limitation. While it prevents the bloc from becoming a formal anti-Western alliance, it also makes BRICS a unique platform for dialogue among countries with very different interests and perspectives. This diversity allows BRICS to serve as a powerful forum for nations seeking alternatives to the current global system. The growing interest from dozens of nations in joining BRICS highlights its rising appeal. Many see membership as a strategic hedge, a way to navigate the uncertainties of a multipolar world and to gain more leverage in international affairs. For these countries, BRICS represents hope for a more balanced and inclusive global order. The group's real attraction lies in its promise of a third way. A path that goes beyond simply choosing sides in the US-China rivalry. BRICS offers a space for countries to assert their own interests and to shape the future of global governance. In today's complex geopolitical chess match, BRICS has emerged as a key player, one that's helping to redefine the balance of power and the rules of the game on the world stage. Turkey's BRICS bid and Sweden's media partnership signal cracks in Western unity. The post-Cold War order is being challenged as even European actors explore alternatives. Turkey's potential accession would shake NATO and show other middle powers they have options beyond the West. Sweden's media move, though softer, shows BRICS' narrative is gaining ground in Europe. These shifts could bring both instability and new opportunities for dialogue. A Turkey inside BRICS might moderate the bloc, but more likely, it would create friction within NATO. The West can no longer take its leadership for granted. The rise of BRICS reflects a demand for a more inclusive global system. The world is fracturing into multiple centers of power, and Europe's engagement with BRICS is a sign of this new reality. BRICS' rise is the defining story of our era, a shift from unipolarity to multipolarity. The bloc's future depends on managing internal differences and turning economic clout into political action. Challenges remain: China-India rivalry, economic disparities, and coordination across 10 nations. Yet, the shared goal of counterbalancing Western dominance keeps the alliance together. The next BRICS summit will be pivotal, especially for Turkey's application and other aspiring members. The bloc's decisions will impact global trade, energy, and even the information we consume. As BRICS shapes the future, staying informed and engaged is crucial. This is not just a geopolitical drama, it affects us all. The next moves on this global chessboard will be decisive. The story of BRICS is far from over. Its impact will define the 21st century.